Good late morning, early afternoon, however you want to put it. It is almost 11:40, yeah, about 11:40, 11:45. It is August 1st. A new month. 4 more days until my 21st anniversary. It's actually looking pretty good lately. Last night or yesterday, sometime during the daytime, I adjusted there's these sliding things on the wooden slats that are part of our new mattress set, bed system, however you want to put it. And I had originally set it up to be in the firmest point because we didn't know how firm or soft the mattress was going to be. So last night, my wife suggested to adjust the firmness to be a little bit less firm. So I did that last night on all three sections, because there's like three different sections for the mattress, or the slats, however you want to put it. So I had adjusted all three to be a little less firm. And I tell you what, I got some good sleep. Jay got some good sleep. Both of us did not wake up with abnormal pains other than what she's going through right now. In fact, what she's going through right now seemed to, like, overnight, not 100% healed, but she's able to get up and down out of the bed without too much pain, roll over without too much pain. Basically, her pain has subsided a little bit, enough for her to sit up in bed, and she's not really sure about walking from the bedroom to the actual bathroom, because if it is something that needs surgery or whatnot, she doesn't want to aggravate whatever the problem is, which I understand, totally agree. But the thing that she was able to get up out of the bed without too many problems and adjust herself without too many problems, I was like, hey, you didn't wake me up, except for that one time around 8:30, 9 o'clock for Victorin. Actually, no, she didn't even wake me up that time. She actually did it all herself. What woke me up? Oh, I know what woke me up. I heard something falling. I heard something fall off her nightstand, or something fell and hit the floor. Now, that's the one downside I found so far with the hardwood floor, is anything that falls off of a nightstand or countertop or whatever and hits that hardwood floor when you're asleep will wake you up, or at least it woke me up. That's what woke me up, was something fell. Otherwise, she's been doing good. She did really good last night. So I slept until, I can't remember what woke me up around 9:30. I don't know if it was, yeah, it was, okay. Something woke me up in the pre-dawn hours. Oh, she put her earbuds in its case and went to go put it on her nightstand, and it fell and hit the floor. That's what woke me up around 3:30 in the morning time, just as I was falling asleep. And then her personal hygiene stick, that's what it's called, fell onto the floor and made a clattering noise. That woke me up. And then something about 9:30ish woke me up. I don't know if, oh, that's what woke me up at 9:30. I was laying on my side, and she asked me if I can roll onto my other side, so she had space to get onto the bed without actual hurting me or hurting herself. Which I was like, I didn't even know what time it was. I was like so out of it that I was just like, sure you don't want me to just go back and sleep on the go off sleep on the couch? And she's like, no, I just need you to roll over so I can get in bed. I'm like, okay. So I don't know if I was like being closer to being in the middle of the bed or what it was, but I just rolled over onto my left side so she can get in bed. But other than that, two abnormal sounds or two loud noises that I wasn't ready for or used to, and my brain snapped awake. and then her need for me to just scooch over so she can get in bed. But she's not making a lot of noise with aches and pains. Like, she's not hurting to the point where she can't stand it. I do know that every so often when she gets back in, every so often when she gets back into bed from sitting upright or being on the pot, literally the pot, she sounds like she's out of breath, like she's winded. And I'm pretty sure that's from trying not to let the pain get so bad that she's screaming and cursing because of it. So she's getting better. That's all I care about. The fact that she's getting better. That, in fact, we had this nice little chit chat last night, and we talked about, since she's basically stuck in the bedroom, she wants me to come in and help her finish doing the bedroom. So all the clutter that's still in the bedroom is gone and done with, and we're done in the bedroom. That way she doesn't feel anxious or having psychological issues because of what she's seeing all the time. Which, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing that she realizes stuff needs to get done. The bad thing is the fact that it's taken her so long to realize what kind of psychological issues or disturbances can occur in a person's mind because of what they see, because of the things that they see laying around. So I'm like, okay, maybe we'll do that today. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow. It depends on how I feel. If I want to use Monday as our prescribed day of rest, or scheduled, decided, however you want to put it. But anyhow, yesterday evening, as I was getting closer to my bedtime, however you want to put it, I had made the decision that, I've made the decision that for Jerry's mental health, more than her physical health, that I'm going to start trying to be in there with her a good hour or so after dinner. Basically, I said, after dinner, once my food settles, I know everything's done in the rest of the house, 8:30, no later than 8:30, I will come in and spend the rest of the night with you, whether we're just sitting there together doing our own thing, because that's basically all she wants. She just wants my presence in there. It's not always about connectivity. It's about just the fact that I'm there. Must be a woman's thing, because most men are just like, let me do my own thing and we'll spend some time together and we'll be kosher. But I said, all right, because I started to understand her reason and some of the reasoning behind what she wants. And I'm like, all right, well, I can come in there at 8 o'clock, 8:30 after everything else is done in the house, and we can watch a movie. We can, I can play video games, and you can do whatever on your phone. So basically, what I did last night is I went in there about 8:30. Had a little chat with Jerry Ann about what she would like to see happen as soon as possible. But she's not trying to pressure me into it, because it's all on my time, because I'm the one who's doing all the work. And we talked about what it was that she wanted to see happen, or what she would like to, happen soon. And I said, okay, sure, no problem. So once we got done with the chit chat, I just played on my new game for about an hour and a half, and then I crawled in bed and read American Cozy. So I have some American Cozy for us today. Yesterday was interesting as well, because I came in here to start a video. I can't remember what time it was, early in the morning, and my brain was half awake, half asleep, and I was just kind of like, I'm not feeling it, I'm not feeling it, I'm not feeling it, and I was like, okay, let's at least do some kind of like just simple video. And as I was getting ready to sit down and do it, my phone starts buzzing. She's calling me from the bedroom to see where I'm at, what I'm doing, and can I come and help her. And I just went, okay, I'm not going to be able to do a video right now because I'm not here, is basically what my problem was yesterday. So I didn't do a video until later in that day, later in the afternoon, after everything started settling down. And just as I'm getting ready to do the video, I hear thunder outside. We're having a thunderstorm, and I'm like, and my energy level was going up, and I was like, oh yeah, that's why I'm not feeling so great, because we had a storm coming. Anyhow, so today's read, look, we only got that much left. Today's read, we continue on making celebrations cozy. And I had marked on here, in making your celebration easier, calmer, and more intimate, you are not only making them more enjoyable and certainly more doable for you and others. You are creating a deep sense of hygge. Paring down so you can focus on those activities you decide are worthy of keeping. She's talking about is like the various traditions. Some of them kind of fade out. Let's see here. Worth keeping around is at the heart of hygge. Here are some additional ways to bring calm to special occasions. I'm sorry, I'm flubbing some of my words. I'll be honest with you. I read this, and when I got done reading it, sorry, I had a couple of specks in my glasses. I realized what she was trying to say, because at first I was kind of like, I'm not understanding. But what she's trying to say is, we grow up with a lot of different, if you're lucky enough to live in the States and you get to see family every holiday or whatnot, unlike me, I was in Germany for 3 years in the early 80s, so I had the family gatherings with my mom's side of the family before Germany, and then when we got back from Germany and moved to Arizona, we had the various traditional events and whatnot for the different holidays that I enjoyed as a preteen teenager. Now, there's a couple things that they did that my Aunt Lee did that I will not do, because the factor it was more of a Polish holiday, and some of the items that they do for the I can't remember the name of it, but it's a big old feast where they have seven different dishes, and what they do is they bring out the dish. Everybody gets to sample the dish, and then it gets put off to the side. Then each dish, one at a time, comes out. We sample it, and then once everybody's had a sampling of each dish, they bring out all 7 parts of this meal. They had like borscht and fish and beans and I don't remember. Like I said, I don't remember the thing. It was a Polish Christmas Eve type event. Being that my Aunt Lee and her side of the family are from Poland or Polish descent. Nothing wrong with that. I have no problem with any nationality, really. I don't. But it was an interesting thing, and it's like, okay, great. Everybody had to sample. Even if you're just sticking your spoon or fork in there and taking a lick or whatnot to see if you like it or not. And then once everything, all 7 dishes were out, we all sat down and took what we want from the different dishes and didn't take what we didn't like. I think about the only one that I can remember off the top of my head that I did not really like all that well was, I actually do remember liking the borscht. It was different. I forgot what it was that I didn't like. It was a weird, creamy looking concoction that just tasted bitter to me. But I was still in my picky phase, and everybody was like, "You don't have to eat a lot of it. You just dip your spoon in there and taste it. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't have to worry about it ever, until next year." Okay. But most people, like, I grew up loving Christmas. I loved decorating for Christmas. I loved doing the tree. I loved working with my father to decorate and whatnot. But then after he passed away, I kind of faded out, and then moved back in with Jerry Ann, and they had the same tradition of getting a real tree up and decorating it in the whole 9 yards. And at first I was like, I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do this. And once I explained it to Jerry Ann why I had a hard time at first dealing with Christmas, she understood wholeheartedly, and she goes, "Well, you don't have to. You just have to help us at least get the decorations and whatnot out of the crawl space and all that fun stuff." And I went, "Okay, fine." And I'm back at the point where it's like I enjoy doing the Christmas tree thing and whatnot, but at the same time, I'm kind of like, if I'm not in the Christmas frame of mind or in the Christmas spirit, it's like, here's the ornament, where you want it, okay, and I'm just kind of like, I'm doing my best. And there are some Christmases where I'm like, yeah, let's do this. Well, the last couple Christmases we've been trying to change it up, so it's not the same theme every Christmas. Last year, we did a Norwegian theme type Christmas where we used ornaments that were handmade looking ornaments. They did not look like something that was stamped out at a factory. There was no Star Trek or any Disney theme or anything like that. So everything was like black and white or red and white buffalo check ornaments, wooden ornaments, metal ornaments that looked like somebody could have made it by hand, that kind of thing. Old school, traditional, like old world type decorations. But because of my age and whatnot, I'm having issues with getting up in the attic to get all the decorations down, or pulling all the decorations, going through all the 14 or 16 boxes worth of Christmas decor. Yeah. I'm like, I don't know anybody that has that, 16 boxes worth of Christmas decorations for inside the house. Now I can understand if somebody has like maybe 8 or 9, maybe 8 to 10 boxes for inside the house, because they do various rooms and whatnot, and then maybe 1 or 2 boxes for outside decorations, maybe even 3 boxes for outside decorations, or maybe even 6 boxes of outdoor decorations, depending on how elaborate your outdoor decorations are. So it's like, I literally told Jerry Ann last year, or was it the year before, we need to really go through these and decide which ones we really want to keep and which ones we don't want to keep, because this is just becoming too much for me I mean, I don't even have the boxes open. Just bringing the boxes into the house, the Christmas spirit has left me, and I just like, this is more of a chore than a joy. But it varies from year to year, depending on how I feel. Now she goes to put in some ideas and pointers on how to make your holidays and your festive occasions more enjoyable. The first one she says, okay. Limit contact with people who leave you in a negative place. You may not feel comfortable celebrating a holiday with your parents but if you feel unsettled after seeing them, restrict your together time to no more than 2 hours. I don't have that problem. I have a cousin or two cousins that have issues with their mom, and I can understand the issues because I understand their mom as well. Um, they come by to. Last time I saw them with their mom, especially one of them, the one that lives closer, um, she came in, exchanged gifts, sat down and visited for a little bit. They didn't stay for food, and then they went off to his mother, the in-laws, basically. There's some bad blood, some bad water under the bridge between the mom and the two kids, her two kids. I understand some of it, but some of it I don't understand because either the way things were presented to them or whatever it was that happened when they were younger, because it's been this way since late teens, early 20s, and they're now in their. Well, she's about 2 years older than me. So she's in her 50s, and her brother is about a year or so younger than me. So we're all about the same age, but it's been whatever this bad blood is between the two kids and their mom is been going on way too long. They should have settled their differences and dealt with it and let it go. But I've noticed with my mom's side of the family, because it's members of my mom's side of the family, they don't let go of things that easily, except for my mom's brother, the middle child of the three of them. My Uncle Dave is so chillaxed and relaxed about stuff when it comes to, dealing with things. It's like he deals with it and that's it. There's no more need to carry the bad parts of the past. Anyhow, if your mother-in-law is difficult in groups, find a more private way to spend holiday time with them. I don't have that problem. My mom kind of secludes herself when she doesn't want to be around people, so I don't have to worry about that. If your roommate from college gets belligerent when she drinks, skip inviting her to your New Year's Eve cocktail party, and instead see her for coffee in the new year. I don't have that problem. That in fact are the one or two people that I can think of that might get a little belligerent when they're drunk. Most of us are so used to it, it's just kind of like, yeah, go back to your corner, have another one. But they don't. Most of my family, and it's mostly my in-laws, because I don't know very many people on my side of the family that drinks except for me. That would be interesting to see how drunk I can get one or two of my cousins and see what would happen. Most likely they'd end up getting sick off the alcohol and puke all over the place, but I'm not going to go there. Anyhow, get enough sleep. Everything you do from thinking to rearranging furniture will feel more difficult when you are tired. Yep, that's true. And every challenge and drama and stressor will seem to expand in huge ways when you are weary. For this reason, it is imperative you get enough sleep during times of holidays and celebrations. Make it a priority to get the sleep you need, be that 7.5 hours or 9 hours or more. You will be delighted at how much easier and more pleasant your holidays will be when you're well rested. Boy, howdy, is that true. The reason why I say that is because I know for a fact with myself that during the holiday season, if I do not get enough sleep, it does not matter how pleasant or how easy or whatnot my wife tries to make it. Every little thing gets to me. I mean, literally, every little thing will get to me. Not a fun person when I don't have enough sleep, when we're, trying to busy ourselves with getting the house ready for the holidays, or prepping meals for the holidays, or having certain visitors over that already make me a little on edge or cranky. Let's see here. Make a list. Write down everything that stresses you about holidays or special occasions such as birthdays and anniversaries. Your list may be a mile long or consist of 2 or 3 items. It doesn't matter. You just want a clear idea of which activities are applying pressure. Because when it comes down to it, it isn't the occasion itself that causes stress. It's how you commemorate it that makes you feel unhinged. Yeah. I can see that happening. See, the burden with knowledge, and this is going to be knowledge based. The burden on knowledge is when you know certain things about certain holidays that you do not agree with, or you just think is not right. It makes things a little bit more difficult on the celebration itself. Take for instance, and I'm just gonna pull a holiday out of my hat. And this might be a trigger for some people. Actually, maybe not. Halloween. Halloween, otherwise known as All Saints Day, which in the past, before modern day industry and candy and all that fun stuff, it was a simple celebration, but it was a week-long celebration. It was not exactly on the 31st of October. It was, I don't remember the exact date it was on, but it did not fall on the 31st. It might have started the week before. Like, let's say if the 31st of October fell on a Saturday, the Sunday or Monday, or actually the Saturday before Halloween till maybe the week after Halloween, was a whole long celebration of All Saints Day. It was the day, and Halloween marked the Day of the Dead, the day that the people back in the old days would honor their beloved ones that had passed away. Everything from candle lighting to festivities to, in Germany they have what they call a march. Basically what they do is they gather. It's one of the 2 holidays that I remember that they would gather in the town square and light lanterns and walk around the town and end at the church in town, usually the church in the center of town or the church close to the village graveyard. And they would go around lighting candles on tombstones and setting up, I forgot exactly what it was. Some places set up little wicker men or whatnot around the graveyard. One, it was to honor, the lighting of the candles was to honor the dead. 2, the little wicker men that they would put up basically kept any negative spirits at bay. So it was a celebration not only of the dead, but it was a celebration of the living. The parties and the celebrations and the festivities were for the living. The lighting of the candles and putting the wicker men around the graveyard was to honor the deceased. We have turned it into, we've taken the old folklore stories of witches and goblins and all the little boogity-boos that you think about during Halloween and dress up our kids. Nowadays, it's not just the witches and goblins and whatnot, because that's become like old school stuff. Nowadays, because of modern day franchising and Disney and all those different companies, kids nowadays want to dress up as Power Rangers or Disney princesses or, different characters from TV shows or movies or whatnot that they've seen. And just, they don't think about what Halloween represents anymore. They think about, ooh, candy, dressing up in costumes, blah, blah, blah. I get mad at that because, like, modern day franchises and television and whatnot has changed the whole idea what Halloween is about, because it's more, I mean, probably mid to late September, you're going to start seeing Halloween decorations, advertisements for Halloween specials on TV. A lot of the different movie channels or privately owned channels or non CBS NBC type channels are going to start advertising. Oh yeah, during during the month of October, we're going to be every Friday night. It's going to be some sort of horror movie, and I'm like, really? This is not what Halloween's all about. It's not about Walmart in there trying to sell costumes and candies, or the various TV channels trying to put up horror movies or scary movies. The last time I watched a scary movie, Halloween weekend, they had put up Leprechaun 1, Leprechaun 2, Leprechaun 3. They had all the Leprechaun, and I'm like, okay, I can understand why Leprechaun for Halloween, because the fact they're portraying the Leprechaun as this evil, demonic, you stole my gold, I'm going to kill you now type movies. But, and I watched it more as a joke, because like, if you knew the stories about leprechauns in the old times, they didn't go out and kill you for stealing their gold. They tried to prevent you from stealing their gold by booby traps and illusions and whatever, to draw you away from where they're hiding their actual treasure. But if you got their treasure, you got their treasure. That was the mystique of finding a leprechaun and his treasure, because of the fact you just won yourself a fortune. But, and it's like, that's Hollywood. They like to take legends and stories and folklore and twist it into something that it's not. And it's like, no. About the only horror movie that I saw for a holiday that made me go, I don't like that because that's too close to the truth, was Krampus. Yeah. But anyhow, there's a couple other holidays that I have beef with, because of the factor of what I know about those holidays and where it came from, what it really represents, the whole 9 yards. But I'm not going to go into that, because that would take too long. Next one she says is, go down the list and downsize. Limit gift giving to your immediate family. Put a financial cap on how much you spend on a gift. Give a staff gift. And I'll explain what you mean. Well, it should explain itself. Give a staff gift instead of individual presents. Basically what she means is, let's say you're giving a gift, or you want to get a gift for your daughter and her family and children. Get a gift card for Applebee's or one of their favorite restaurants. Just give a simple, for the whole family. Here's for the whole family. I know it's nice to splurge a little bit on grandkids and whatnot, and you want to get each grandkid their own individual gift. But sometimes if you give the grandkids each the same gift, there's no arguing of whose toy is who. It's like, oh, we all got the same thing. Let's say you got a really young one and you live in a big city. Give each individual child a gift card for like Toys R Us or something like that, where they can go out and use a gift card to get what they want from Toys R Us or wherever else they can get their favorite toy or what they wanted for Christmas. It saves a lot of hassle. It saves a little bit of money. So yeah. Save the big dinner for Christmas Day and just do appetizers and antipasto on Christmas Eve. There you go. Instead of having 2 big meals, one for Christmas Eve, one for Christmas Day, invite everybody over for drinks and appetizers and something simple. Or if you feel up to it, maybe you're going to do Christmas dinner and have something simple like a pizza party catered on Christmas Eve. Um, Make a family donation to the local charity in lieu of one night of Hanukkah gifts. That's good for the Jewish community. If you don't have grandkids or anything like that, and you're wanting to do something for Hanukkah, give a donation to your local charity. Leave the Independence Day barbecue after an hour. So basically, don't stay for a long time after the barbecue for 4th of July, which sometimes it's hard to do because you get so wound up in it of enjoying family time and whatnot. But let's say instead of like leaving an hour after Independence Day, or if you're the one throwing the barbecue, limit your financial spending for the barbecue. Get, you know, a family size pack of hot dogs, or one of those if you happen to be a member of Sam's Club or someplace like that where you can buy bulk food, buy one bulk package of hot dogs, one bulk package of hamburgers, hamburger buns. You know, limit yourself to how much you spend, but make sure you have enough that everybody can have at least one hot dog, one hamburger, one of each item, basically. Basically, you know, either that or one of the other suggestions, which I'll read later, suggests telling everybody to bring their own dish. You'll provide the place, you'll provide the cooking, you know, you'll provide a small amount of food, but have everybody bring their own dish. That way it's a sharing type situation. Have your Thanksgiving meal catered and so forth. So basically, if you have a rough life where you're busy all the time and you can't do all the prepping, find some way to limit your time with people that annoy you. Limit your time with how much, or not limit your time. Limit how much money you're going to spend on an individual, or are you just going to get a staff, like she said, a staff gift, like a gift card for the family to go to whatever their favorite food, their favorite restaurant is. Let's say you live in an area that they have Chuck E. Cheese or something like that. Chuck E. Cheese and some other restaurants like that have family entertainment type packages. Have packages where you go in there and say, hey, I want to throw a birthday party for my 8-year-old, 10-year-old, however old the kid is. How much is it going to cost for, let's say you're going to do 20 people. Ask them how much it would be for 20 people to be catered at Chuck E. Cheese. That way the kids can go, and sometimes their packages is, there's a flat rate price for all you can eat pizza and X amount of dollars in game tokens. You get the game token, you split it up a bunch of kids, let the kids go have fun playing skee ball or whatever and earning those little tickets for the little gifts and whatnot. That way you avoid the frustration and whatnot of trying to have a birthday party, have food, have fun, and then you don't have to worry about the cleanup afterwards. And that, in fact, are most kids. You take them to a Chuck E. Cheese or someplace like that where they get pizza and game tokens to go play games. Most kids are like, yeah, that's the best gift ever. Then all you have to worry about is maybe an actual gift. I don't know. Anyhow, next one is go down the list and delete. It's okay to say no to traditions that do not carry special meaning for you. So yeah, if you have a tradition you grew up with, but it's not, you're an adult now and you're either A, or too busy, or B, it just doesn't give you any joy, don't do it. Don't worry about it. Don't host Memorial Day picnics. We don't have Memorial Day at my house. Well, at least not like everybody else does. We have like remembering what happened and whatnot, or who passed and whatnot that was in the military. But yeah, don't host the Memorial Day picnic if you've never enjoyed doing it. Don't send holiday cards. For my house, it's not that we don't do it. It's just the fact that a lot of times we just can't afford to. So it's like e-cards. We'll send via email or Facebook or whatnot a happy holiday to everybody. One simple card sent to, or one simple electronic card sent to everybody that we are connected to on Facebook. Don't feel you need to give gifts to every single person you know. True. Let's say you're somebody like my family who is connected to a lot of different people around the country, and those people are connected to people that we know, and blah blah blah. You don't have to send every single person a gift. In fact, in our current state and age and whatnot, a lot of times it's like I'll try to give Jerry a gift or something for her birthday, which we did not do this year because and Jerry understood. I wish I could have gone out and gotten her a cake or something like that, but I don't know anybody. We were in Texas at the time, and I didn't know anybody who would have like keto friendly cakes. Jan and I will exchange gifts on our birthdays, holiday, and anniversary. We don't always get the chance to send gifts out. In fact, some of the boxes that were in this room that have been put back to where they were, which I hated doing. They're gifts that she has accumulated after her birthday, basically, that she's been wanting to send out, but we just don't have the time. Well, not the time, but we just don't have the money. So they sit here in our house. Let's see here. Let someone else host the annual pumpkin carving contest and the yearly Easter egg dyeing party too. Tell your teens you're done hosting birthday parties for them and give them money to go to the movies with their friends. That's a great idea for teens. It's like, hey, you're 16 years old. Here's some money. Go to the movies with your friends. We're not doing parties. You're old enough to basically start learning how to whatever. I know a lot of teens sometimes go, but. A lot of times, though, you give them money, they're happy because it's like, oh, it's my birthday. I got a card, and oh, look, a gift certificate to the movies, or $20 to go to the movies, or however much movies cost nowadays. Just because your parents and grandparents schedule a dozen activities around every single holiday, there is no rule that says that you have to do the same. True to that. Just because our parents did certain things around the holidays and whatnot, if we don't feel comfortable around those holidays, or we just can't, or whatever, can't afford doing the same thing grandma and grandpa did, or mom and dad did, it's okay if you go, okay, Easter, maybe Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas are the 4 major holidays that I would say must be, in my mind, should happen. Now, it might not be a big extravaganza. It might not have 1,000 different little activities to do with each of those holidays, but at least you're celebrating the major important ones. Birthdays, like I said, depending on the age of the child or the age of the person whose birthday it is, depends on what you may or may not do. If you've got anybody who's preteen and below, yeah, and have a little. Whether you're doing a pizza party at Chuck E. Cheese, or you're having a little birthday party in the backyard. It's what you feel that you can do. You don't have to. In fact, some adults who still have birthday parties. Last person I know about that had a big birthday party, it wasn't really like, okay, I'm inviting everybody over for so-and-so's, for Sam's birthday, or my husband's birthday, or my wife's birthday. I will provide the cake. Can you guys provide dishes of your own to bring to the party? A lot of people would be more than willing to do that. Ask for help. I'm sorry, this is going to be a long one. Ask for help. Maybe a May Day party sounds like good fun to you, but you just aren't up for cooking. You provide the background, the backyard, and the maypole. This is for like May Day, the holiday. It's mostly a European holiday. The maypole, and ask 4 or 5 of your best friends to bring the food. If you're hosting a get-together, be sure to ask each guest to bring something. You can do this gracefully by including this line on your invitation. Please bring a dish of your choice to share. Thank you. There's nothing wrong with that. Share your intentions. This is when if you have poor communication skills like I do, it is better to share your desires, your wants, your intentions, and instead of not saying anything and being miserable. If the only thing stopping you from simplifying your celebration is the fear of other people's opinions, be honest. Tell your friends and family members that you are looking for a new, simpler, deeper way to commemorate special occasions, and that you look forward to celebrating with them in a more relaxed way. People will think it's brilliant. Some people will think it's brilliant. Some people will be like, but that's not tradition. That's not what we do every year. Well, things change. Sorry to say, things do change. And we have to learn how to cope. That, in fact, there are people, myself included, have certain kinds of social anxieties, where if we're in a big crowd with a lot of people, a lot of noise, and you're not familiar with those people, you're not familiar with your surroundings, or you're just having a bad day, it's easier to say, hey, look, I enjoy the celebrations and whatnot, but can we have it less complicated, maybe a few less people, or maybe can we make sure the volume is not too loud and we're not crammed together in a small place, small location. You know, some people might go, yeah, okay, sure, no problem. We're sorry that you're not feeling, you're having issues with the crowds or the people, or you can be nice about it. Hey, yeah, we're having a celebration. Where are we having it? And then you find out where it's going to be and how many people are going to be, and if it's in a place that you know is crowded, that maybe when it starts getting too crowded, or you're starting to have issues, bow out, gracefully bow out. Say, I have to step out for a moment. I have to do something real quick, or something that you can say to them gracefully without making them feel like that they've done something wrong. It's not them, it's you. And if they do say something of like, is there something wrong, just politely say, and I should use my own words. I should be practicing when I preach, because sometimes I don't. I just get anxious and go, but just politely say, no, there's nothing wrong. It's me. I have anxiety issues, or I'm having a panic attack because of the situation. Don't let them feel like they've done something wrong, which I've accidentally done once or twice myself. Reassure them that you've enjoyed yourself, but you need to step away for a little bit to relax or to calm your anxieties down. Now, there's all the thing that I'm guilty of is I have communication issues when I'm getting upset or anxious or nervous, or one of my many quirks that comes up and makes me go, okay, back up, I get antsy, I get nervous, I get anxious, I get cranky. There's a lot of different things that causes issues. Just have to learn your limits. If you're the host, make sure that your guests understand, why things are the way they are. Whether it's financial, whether it's emotional reasons. You might be one of these people who, like me, I enjoy having festivities. I just don't enjoy the masses all at once, or loud music where I feel like I'm screaming at the person next, not even 2 feet away from me, just to communicate. I have those issues. If you have holidays or celebrations that you did as a child but feel uncomfortable doing them, have somebody else do it. Go to somebody else's party. Go, don't invite yourself. Just, if you get invited, or you let your friends and family know, hey, look, I want to have a celebration, but I don't know if I can do it at my place because I don't know if I have enough room. Or let's say you do have a large backyard or a large house and can do the celebration at your house. On the invitation, like they said, please bring something to share. It's not that she or myself are trying to tell you don't have your celebrations. Just know your limits. Know what you enjoy doing. If you enjoy doing it, do it. If you don't enjoy doing it, don't do it. If it's a cooking thing, ask your guests to bring a dish to share. Or if you can afford it, cater the event. Depending on where you live and whatnot, depends on your resources. So like me here in Rolla, I have limited resources to catering. I can order a big catering event and whatnot. It costs me a couple $100 through Dickies. If you move to a new area and you like having celebrations and you get involved with the church or community activities or whatnot, and you meet enough people, or let's say you live close by the family, but let's say like my Aunt Sue, she lives in St. Louis. It's roughly a 2.5 hour drive for her. She comes out here for Thanksgiving and Christmas. Every so often I'm not happy about it because the factor, the way she sometimes acts, that's me. That's on me. It's not on anybody else. Ooh, excuse me. Anyhow, sorry. I kind of spilled. Didn't mean to do that in front of you guys. Sorry that this has become almost a 55 minute video. I'm gonna go ahead and sign off because I want to try to do a few things of my own. Check on Jerry to see if she needs me, anything like that. She's probably gonna be a little upset, but she understands. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and put it in the question comment box. If you're new to my channel and enjoyed this video, or you've been watching some of my videos, maybe this video or today is the day that you decide to hit the subscribe button. And once you hit that subscribe button, a little bell will pop up. You click on that bell and YouTube will let you know when I put in my next video. Until next time, you guys have a good day. Bye.